Did you just have another baby and now you're getting ready to go back to work after your maternity leave? My name is Nicole Haugen, and I am a life coach for Catholic women who work outside the home. So, we're going to talk about this today. So, your circumstance is that you're going to go back to work. You're going to work 32 hours a week and starting in 2 weeks, and your baby will be 12 weeks old. Now, I use this example because this is typically what happened to me. I was a nurse, I worked outside the home for many, many years. With every child we had, about 2 weeks out from going back to work, it felt horrible. I was miserable. I was crying all the time. I didn't want to do it. And we had 6 kids, and it did not get easier any of the times. So I'm going to help you so it's easier for you. So I'm going to work 32 hours a week outside the home, starting in 2 weeks, and your baby will be 12 weeks old. We only put facts in there. Okay, so those are the facts. You could even put your starting date when you go back to work if you want to be more specific. And I would always have the thought, I will miss out on so much. Okay, this felt horrible in my body every time I thought about all the things I'd be missing out on. Okay, like it almost felt like, I put despair. It felt like despair, hopelessness, loss, even a grief. Like it was such a heavy feeling of despair. Okay, I'm going to miss them so much. I'm going to miss out on so much. And then what I would do from that feeling of despair is I'd cry. Like 2 weeks out, I would just cry almost every day. I'd overeat, I'd watch TV, I'd buffer on a lot of Netflix shows, or I'd read. I love reading books, so I would just read and read and read. I'd scroll on social media constantly. Then when the husband get home, I'd snap at him. I'd ruminate on how this shouldn't be happening, right? I shouldn't have to go back to work. My husband, like, oh, he'd only get another job, right? Those are all other thoughts. But my action would be, I would just spin on this in my mind. Okay. I'd be tense. I wouldn't be praying. I wouldn't be problem solving. I'd go to bed late and then I'd sleep in, and all with the result, I was missing out on the now. Okay. So this is perfectly normal. There's a lot of hormones that go through your body after you have a baby. And especially the thought of like, I'm going to miss out. Okay. There's a reaction that happens in our body, and that's natural. But what you don't want to do is make decisions based off of fear of that. Okay. Based from that despair feeling. God is calling you to work right now. Maybe it won't always be. Maybe you're trying to discern if at some point you should stay at home. Okay, but maybe for right now, you don't have the finances. And so God is calling you to work. So calm your brain down first. Feel that despair. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to scroll on social media and go watch Netflix, okay? Just sit with that feeling of despair. Where is it at in your body? Does it feel like a crushing weight on your chest? What color is it? For me, it was gray. Is it hot or cold? Okay, for me, it was really hot. It's almost like a fire. Okay, so just feel that. Within 60 to 90 seconds, that feeling will go away. And then it might come up again in a minute or two. And that's okay, because we're just going to sit with that feeling again. And after the feeling goes away, when your brain is calm and it doesn't feel like a tiger is chasing you and you're going to die, okay, going to calm down. We're going to feel that feeling. Then you can move into having an intentional thought. So the same circumstance is you're going to work 32 hours a week, starting in 2 weeks, and your baby will be 12 weeks old. Okay. And the thought you can have is, I am learning to be present. Okay. Because I like to put in I'm learning in there because that gives me a little bit of grace, right? It doesn't mean like I'm going to be present. I'm just going to suck it up and go. I'm doing this, right? Like sometimes you want to sit and you want to find a thought that really feels good to you. Okay. So I like the thought I'm learning to be present. That makes me feel calm. And when I'm calm, then I meal prep. I make a plan for the next upcoming weeks. Maybe I make meals ahead of time. I look at it and say, okay, what can I get done? So when I do go back to work, I can make life a little easier. Who can I ask for help? Okay. And then, because you're in curiosity now, you're calm, you're not tense, you're smiling more. You might go do something fun for yourself to relax. Okay. And then you're making decisions, right? And you're also talking with your husband. Okay. When our brain is calm, we're able to problem solve so much better. So maybe you guys want to look at, hey, after so many months, you're going to come home, you're going to stay home. Maybe, like, okay, once I get back to work, it's really not that bad. I always like hype it up in my mind. And I really do enjoy work. I really do enjoy being a nurse or a teacher. Okay. So calm your brain down, right? And your result is you will be present. You're going to enjoy your time so much more. You're going to be happier. The baby will feel that, right? So I hope this helps. If this was very helpful for you, I do discovery calls for free. I'm always looking for new clients to come on and help women who work outside the home start to manage their minds and see how they can show up differently in their lives. Just by changing a few thoughts. Okay, you can go to www.catholicnursecoach.com to look into working with me, and I'm praying for you, and let's go change our world.